So the latest controversial quote-unquote police shooting occurred in Waukegan, Illinois, and the body cam and some of the footage was released tonight. And I'm going to explain why the body cam, even though it does not show some key things such as where the policeman was in relation to the car, the body cam essentially clears the cop. And despite that, the cop has already been fired by the city. Which this is the intersection here on Google Maps. You can see this is a white building. You can see in the video in the video, and this is the building where the car crashes into after the shooting. There's a new power pole here with a steel cable. Which isn't in 2019 video, but in 2019 Google Earth footage. But we can assume it's there for purposes of this. Alright, so this is an overview of the intersection that I think makes things a lot clearer. The car starts out going southbound and ends up crashing here into a power pole. What looks like a power pole. That might be a phone, well, whatever. And ends up stuck here between the pole and the cable. The cop pulls up alongside the car here. Now here's the important thing. The car crashes into this building, into this business around the third parking spot. Which means that in order for the car to crash there, it has to first turn into the cop car and then then turn right towards the business, which is part of what you can see in the footage. Because here's the problem: we have footage of this part. Excuse me. We can see what happens here, and we can see what happens here. We don't see what happens here, which is where the shooting happens, and the part that we need to determine whether the shooting was justified. Or we don't need that because we can, look, you can fill in the blanks. All right. We know the cop gets out of the driver's seat, and then moves to this manhole in the middle of the street. So we know what the cop did. And we also know what the car did, which was that it backed up, turned into the cop and the cop car. Because remember, power pole is here. Let me change color. Switch to black. Power pole is here. So in order for the car to move, to clear, to move this way, it has to move right into the cop car. So the car moves back and to the right from there. Well, I guess left from there, depending. It moves in this direction towards the cop car, towards the cop, and then turns right to crash into the front of the building, which means that as the cop is over here, the cop sees that the car is moving towards him and it's peeling out, and you can hear it in the body cam footage. So yes, even though we don't have footage of this section here, or body cam footage showing where the cop was exactly in relation to the car that was backing up into him, you can fill in the blanks. All right, well, let me show you what I'm saying here. See? All right, as you can see here, when the car comes into frame, it's moving in this direction in order to end up here at the third parking spot. Now, importantly, see, it's not. Car doesn't come from this direction. It comes from this direction here, which if we translate it into a top-down view, the car is coming from this direction. which, again, since the car started out here, it means that the car had to go this way into the direction of the cop. It would be very different if instead of that, if instead the video had shown a car coming in from this direction a little bit more southerly, it would mean that the car avoided the cop and then hit the building. But that's not what the video shows. The video shows that there was a movement towards the cop, and then it hits the building. If you're looking just at the body cam footage, the impression you might get is that the car backed up straight and into this business here, which would mean that the cop was never in any danger because the car was moving away from him. However, if you look at the top-down view, it's clear that the car turned into the cop.